In this video, we're going to give examples and explain concepts related to budget, expenses, and insurance. So why is it important to understand your personal finances? What type of problems are more common among people who do not have their finances under control? So it is important to understand your personal finances because you need to know how much money you have and how much money you spend in order to find a way to live within your means. And people who do not have their finances under control suffer from financial stress, higher divorce rates, and other difficulties in personal relationships. They also suffer from higher rates of depression, among a variety of other ailments. List 4 crucial things you should do if you want to keep your finances under control and describe how you can achieve each one. So you should know your bank balance, know what you spend, don't buy on impulse, and make a budget. Those are the 4 things you should know and do. And how can you achieve the 4 crucial things selected above? You can avoid bouncing a check or having your debit card rejected, keep track of your debit card spending, think first, then buy, only if you're sure the purchase makes sense for you, and do not overspend. What is a budget and what is cash flow? And describe the 4-step process of figuring out your monthly budget. So budget keeps track of how much money one has coming in and how much money one has going out, and helps determine what adjustments need to be made. Cash flow is the difference between expenses and income. And the 4-step process for figuring out your monthly budget would be: first, list all monthly income. Next, list all monthly expenses. Then subtract the total expenses from the total income to determine net monthly cash flow. And finally, make adjustments as needed. Summarize how average spending patterns change with age. How can comparing your own spending to average spending patterns help you evaluate your budget? So as people get older, they tend to spend more on healthcare and donations to charity than younger people. They also tend to spend less on personal insurance, pensions, clothing, and services than younger people. That's B. And if you are spending a higher percentage of your money on an item in your budget than the average person, you might want to consider finding a lower cost option or adjusting your budget. So let's distinguish among the terms premiums, deductibles, and co-payments as costs of insurance policies. Then list a few factors that you should consider when evaluating the benefits of an insurance policy. So a premium is the amount of money you pay to purchase a policy. A deductible is the amount you are personally responsible for before the insurance company will pay anything. And a co-payment usually applies to health insurance and is the amount you pay each time you use a particular service. So when you're considering and evaluating the benefits of an insurance policy, you should think about what are the policy's maximum benefits, what exceptions lead to a lack of coverage, and what is the potential cost if you do not purchase coverage. Number 6, what terms should you include when calculating how much it costs you to attend college? How can you calculate whether this is a worthwhile expense? So you should consider tuition, student fees, cost of textbooks, rent, and scholarships. They're all things you should consider. Whether the expense is worthwhile is subjective. However, the average college graduate earns about 1.2 million more over a career than the average high school graduate. So there's the potential for higher wages. So that's it for this video. We'll come back next time and talk more about Unit 4A. See you for the next video.